You scroll through your feed for hours but feel completely empty inside because your brain is currently drowning in a sea of cheap artificial pleasure. Is your joy actually real? The void is calling you. Resting does not restore your energy anymore, since the problem is not physical fatigue but a total burnout of your neural reward receptors. Sleep cannot fix this burnout. Your system is overloaded now. To escape this cycle, you must implement a protocol of dopamine alignment which forces your brain to recalibrate its sensitivity to normal daily stimuli. Resetting your internal balance works. Start the alignment process today. We will first remove the symptoms of brain fog and then reconfigure your focus using a specific technique called the 24-hour fast. Follow the path to focus. The roadmap is now clear. Cheap dopamine comes from activities that require zero effort but provide immediate spikes, leaving you in a state of chronic motivation deficit. Cheap pleasure has a cost. Effort is the missing key. Expensive dopamine is earned through hard work and delayed rewards, which actually strengthens your prefrontal cortex and builds long-term resilience. Earn your focus through struggle. Build a stronger mental core. The difference between these two states determines whether you are the master of your actions or a slave to your basic impulses. Who is pulling your strings? Choose your master wisely now. Social media algorithms are specifically designed to exploit your biology by creating a feedback loop that never allows your brain to reach baseline. Algorithms know your weaknesses perfectly. Break out of the loop. Every notification triggers a micro-dose of chemical excitement that prevents you from ever entering a deep state of meaningful concentration. Small pings cause big damage. Quiet the digital noise today. By understanding these hidden mechanisms, you can finally begin to reclaim your attention and restore your natural ability to feel deep satisfaction. Knowledge is your first weapon. Take back your stolen mind. To understand why you feel so unmotivated, you must look at your receptor sensitivity, which has been crushed by a constant flood of chemical signals. Why did the world turn gray? Your receptors are hiding now. The brain reduces the number of active receptors to protect itself from overstimulation, which unfortunately makes ordinary life feel incredibly boring and physically painful. Boredom is a physical defense. The walls are closing in. This state of desensitization is exactly why you feel the urge to check your phone every few minutes even when you have nothing to look at. Why can you not stop checking? The ghost in the machine. The first step toward recovery is identifying your primary triggers and intentionally removing them from your immediate physical environment to lower the baseline noise. Clean your space to heal. Cut the invisible leashes now. Digital minimalism is not about quitting technology but about reclaiming your agency so that you use tools instead of being used by them. Are you the tool or the user? Master the machine today. Start by disabling all non-human notifications and moving all infinite scroll apps to the very last page of your mobile device interface. Silence the digital screams. One switch at a time. This creates a friction point that forces your conscious mind to intervene before you fall back into a mindless and destructive scrolling habit. Friction is your best friend. Pause before you react. You must learn to embrace the initial discomfort of boredom because it is the only environment where your receptors can finally start to heal. Can you handle the silence? Healing happens in the quiet. Boredom is the vacuum that pulls your brain back into a state of balance by forcing it to look for internal rather than external stimulation. The vacuum is a tool. Look inside for the spark. Once the noise fades, you will notice a strange sensation of peace, which is the first sign that your nervous system is returning to baseline. Do you feel the peace? Your journey has just begun. The 24-hour dopamine detox is a radical reset that involves removing every single source of artificial stimulation from your immediate physical environment. Reset your system in one day. The clock is now ticking. You must power down your phone and place it in a separate room to eliminate the constant pull of the digital world on your attention. Lock away your digital chains. Silence is your new reality. During this period you avoid high-stimulation food and media and instead focus on basic human functions like walking and reflecting on your thoughts. Strip your life to basics. Find the rhythm of walking. The first few hours will feel incredibly painful as your brain screams for the quick hits of pleasure it has become accustomed to receiving. Endure the initial mental storm. The craving will eventually fade. By observing these cravings without acting on them, you weaken the neural pathways that previously controlled your every move and decision in life. Watch your cravings dissolve away. Become the silent observer now. As the day progresses, you will notice a shift where slow dopamine activities like reading or writing start to feel genuinely engaging and satisfying. Slow joy is the deepest. Focus returns to your mind. This is the moment your receptors start to recover their sensitivity, which allows you to find beauty in the subtle details of your environment. See the world clearly again. The fog is finally lifting. You must replace the habit of passive consumption with active creation, which builds a sustainable and healthy cycle of reward and effort. Create instead of just consuming. Build your own internal world. Meaningful work provides a lasting sense of accomplishment that cheap digital hits can never replicate, regardless of how many hours you spend scrolling. Earn a deeper sense of self. The reward is finally yours. This transition marks the end of the detox phase and the beginning of a lifestyle where you control your focus and your future. Take the lead in life. Step into your new reality. You will likely experience a strong urge to return to your old habits during the first week, which is a normal part of the neurological withdrawal process. Expect the urge to return. Hold your ground now. One major mistake is attempting to be too perfect, which often leads to a total collapse of your new routine the moment you face a minor setback. Perfection is a dangerous trap. Accept the small cracks. It is better to maintain a consistent 60% effort than to push for 100% for 3 days and then quit entirely out of exhaustion. Consistency beats intensity every time. Keep moving at your pace. Another common error is replacing one form of cheap dopamine with another, such as switching from social media scrolling to excessive binge watching of television shows. Are you just swapping addictions? Recognize the hidden bait. You must remain vigilant and realize that any activity providing instant gratification without effort will eventually lead you back into the state of mental rot. Stay alert to the rot. Guard your mental gates. Productive procrastination occurs when you complete small, easy tasks to feel a sense of achievement while avoiding the one difficult project that actually matters. Are you avoiding the monolith? Face the difficult task. This creates a false sense of progress that keeps your brain in a loop of shallow work and prevents you from entering a state of deep flow. Busy is not the same as productive. Break the circular loop. To break this cycle, you must identify the task you fear most and commit to working on it for just 10 minutes every single morning. Start with 10 minutes only. Touch the heavy stone. Small victories over your resistance will build the mental strength required to handle even larger challenges without needing to escape into digital distractions. Wins build your mental muscle. Climb the glass stairs. By mastering these nuances, you ensure that your recovery is permanent and that you are no longer vulnerable to the traps of instant gratification. Master your internal world. The trap is now empty. To understand why this recovery is possible, you must look at the prefrontal cortex, which acts as the lead architect of your conscious focus and decision-making. Who is the lead architect? Control returns to the center. This part of the internal system is responsible for suppressing impulsive reactions and allows you to prioritize long-term fulfillment over immediate and fleeting artificial pleasures. Suppress the noise of impulses. Choose long-term fulfillment now. Scientific research confirms that your system is highly plastic, meaning it can physically reorganize and strengthen its connections once the toxic overstimulation is finally removed. Your system can actually heal. Connections are forming again today. As your receptors return to their natural baseline, you will experience a surge in creative energy and a renewed ability to handle complex and demanding tasks. Feel the surge of energy. Complex tasks become simple now. The final stage of this journey is creating a sustainable environment that protects your progress from the inevitable pressures of the modern and digital world. Protect your mental territory now. Build your own fortress today. You must establish a morning routine that prioritizes deep work and intentionality before you allow any external digital signals to enter your personal mental space. Own your first morning hour. Start with silence and focus. This intentional boundary ensures that you remain the driver of your life rather than a passenger in an algorithmically controlled and destructive feedback loop. Are you the driver now? Control the wheel of life. Remember that the goal is not to eliminate all pleasure but to restore your ability to enjoy the things that actually lead to growth. Find joy in your growth. Cultivate your internal garden today. You have the power to stop the rot and reclaim the clarity that was stolen from you by a world designed to keep you distracted. Take back what is yours. The clarity is finally here. Step out of the dopamine trap today and begin the work of building a life that is defined by purpose instead of mindless consumption. Choose purpose over consumption now. Walk into your new life.